In the last 8 years, I have worked in India, US, Hong Kong, and now I'm in Singapore. A lot of people usually ask me how I have managed to find a job in all these countries. Now, there is no easy answer and definitely no shortcut, but in today's video, I wanted to share with you a little bit of my experiences as well as share some tips which could help you get a job outside India. Hi guys, welcome to Insider Gyaan. My name is Soumi. I'm an IIT Delhi and ISB Hyderabad grad, and for the last 8 years I have been working in consulting and banking. And on this channel, through my experiences as well as my network, I try to bring to you some college and career related advice. So if that's something that you are interested in, please subscribe to the channel. Before starting the video, I want to clarify that I am going to be talking only about the white collar jobs in today's video. White collar jobs का मतलब क्या होता है? When you work in an MNC or a corporate, you get a fixed salary. Because there are a lot of other kinds of jobs that you can look for outside India as well, like a teaching job or a volunteer job or a freelancing job. So I don't have any experience in those fields, so I am just going to stick to what I have experience in, and that is a white collar job. Number one, and this is the most sure shot way for you to get a job outside India. That is to go for an education abroad. So once you have given your 12th exams, you have an option to do your undergrad from outside, or even if you have done your undergrad from India, you always have the option for going for a postgrad, PhD, MS, MBA, one of those options from a university outside India. The primary reason for that is when you are living and studying in a specific place, you get to know the rules of the land of that country. Also, most of the companies hire locally, right? So for instance, if you do an MBA from INSEAD Singapore, then you can be pretty sure that one of the Singaporean companies is going to offer you a job. But of course, on the flip side, education abroad is very, very expensive as well. So you have to keep that in mind. Number two, if you really want to travel the world at your company's expense, then I would recommend that you choose a job which has a very heavy travel component to it. For example, consulting. Even the IT consulting companies like TCS, Wipro, Cognizant, they hire in bulk from a lot of colleges, and a lot of times they'll have their projects based out of India. So your likelihood for getting staffed in one of those international projects is a lot higher. The typical project duration can go up to 3 or 4 years. So when you are staffed on a project outside India, you are more likely to stay there for the long run. The third way is to look for openings within your current company, but roles which are based outside India. Now, I totally understand that local companies will not give you that benefit. It's possible to find an international role that way only for global companies or multinational companies. But the number of these MNCs in India are too many these days. So there's a very good likelihood that you are working in an MNC as well. So if that's the case, what are some of the things that you should be doing? एक तो तुम्हें अपने आँख और कान खुले रखने पड़ेंगे. You need to be aware of what is happening around you. For that, you also need to network and know the leadership and know the people around you. You should be talking to your immediate supervisors or your managers, and also telling them proactively that this is what you aim to do in a few years' time. Now, please be very mindful of the fact that as soon as you start working in a company, you will never be able to move to an international role or any different kind of a role. You have to work in your current role for at least 1 or 2 years before you can think of even moving to another role, and use that 1 or 2 years to develop your equity within the firm. Do some good work so that people recommend you, people refer you to the international roles, and most of the companies want to retain good talent as well. The fourth way is for you to move from an offshore to an onshore role. Now, what do I mean by that? India is an outsourcing hub, right? All these big companies which are headquartered in US or Europe, they have like an Indian outsourced hub, and a lot of us start working in those offshore roles as well. For example, my first role was in an investment bank called JP Morgan, and I was based out of Bombay, but I was supporting a small team which was based out of US and helping them cover a set of healthcare companies. I to quit that role in 2 years because I went for an MBA, but a lot of my colleagues, they moved to their respective support locations. So if there was someone who was supporting a US team, they moved to US front office, and if someone was supporting a UK team, they moved to UK front office. So that kind of a movement is very, very feasible, because firstly, you spend the 1 or 2 years proving it to your team that you are a good asset to the company, and whenever they have an opening, rather than hiring someone from outside, they'll always want to sort of absorb people from within. The fifth and the last one is the traditional way of looking for a new job. Just that instead of looking for a new job in India, you will look for one outside India. I have to tell you that this is the most difficult one, and this has the lowest hit rate as well. But step number one is for you to go to the career section of your target companies. So filter all the open roles, apply there, and hope for the best. But the thing is, a lot of companies these days don't really use their career section, and typically they would just use referrals. Now, I have a detailed video on this, on how to look for a new job. So the basic principles are going to be the same. The video is going to be linked up over here or here somewhere. But the exception is all these tech giants like Google, Facebook, Amazon. For these people, especially the IT developers who are based in India, are of very high demand. I actually also get this question a lot from women who have been married to someone who is living outside India. They had to leave their job in India and move to a new country, and now they're looking for a job in that specific location. So for you, again, my biggest advice would be to update your LinkedIn profile, change the location, change your current location. Let people know that you are already in that specific country, and also change your status, like job search status, to open to work, hashtag open to work. And once you do that, the local recruiters are going to reach out to you themselves. You just need to make sure that whatever role you're looking for, you need to use those kind of keywords and put them in your experience and in your profile, so that your profile is searchable. Also, don't shy away from reaching out to the recruiters yourself. Actually, rather than reaching out to the recruiters, for any open role, try to find the hiring manager and try to reach them out on LinkedIn as well, even if it is a cold email. If it is genuine and if people see that yours is a good profile, they'll definitely reply back. So don't hesitate from doing that as well. Maybe you will have to send like 50 in mails or emails to get like 2 responses, but that's okay. You just need one job anyway, right? Also, do some research to find out the job portals which are popular in that specific region. Just say Naukri.com is really popular in India, where say every country has their local job search portals. And that's it. I mean, there's really no shortcut to job hunting as such. Of course, you should leverage all the contacts that you might have as well. That goes without saying. So yeah, that's about it. All the best to everyone who is looking for a job outside India. Hope you guys find a suitable opportunity very, very soon. And if you found this video useful, please give it a like, and definitely subscribe, because I create a lot of these power-packed, impactful and helpful videos. Plus, the subscription is absolutely free for you guys. So please subscribe, please hit the bell button, and I am going to see you in the next video. Till then, bye.